Solving quadratics by grouping. X squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. First thing I do is make sure that this is set up as ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Next thing I do is I take my a term, 1 in this case, times my c term, negative 3, and I multiply them together. I factor that out. What two numbers can be multiplied to get negative 3? Well, obviously, it's only 1 and 3. But it has to be a negative. So one of them has to be positive and the other one negative. So if I have a positive 1, I need a negative 3. If I have a negative 1, I need a positive 3. Next thing I need to check is which of these adds up to positive 2. Well, positive 1 plus negative 3 is negative 2. Negative 1 plus 3 is positive 2. This is b. So I am replacing b with this. I now have x squared plus negative 1 x plus 3 x minus 3 equals 0. So the 2 was replaced by the negative 1 plus 3. Next, I am going to cover up half of the problem, and I'm going to look to see what can I factor out over here. I can factor out an x. I write that down. What am I left with? X squared divided x is x. Negative 1x divide x is negative 1. Cover up the other side. Look only at this 3x minus 3. What can I factor out of that? I can factor a 3 out. What am I left with? 3x divide 3 is negative 3 divide 3 is, and then I carry down my 0. I notice that I have the same thing in this set of parentheses as is in that set. I bring that outside into its own set of parentheses. What am I left with? X plus 3. This is still equal to that 0 over here. I now break this apart into two separate parts, and I say x minus 1 equals 0, and x plus 3 equals 0. This one tells me that x is equal to 1. This one tells me that x is equal to 3. My answer, x equals 1 and x equals 3. Done.